All right, let's take a look at some of the final scores in the league tonight. The Sabres took on the Red Wings. Detroit presented their goaltender a magnificent defensive performance en route to the shutout victory. The Kraken played on the road against the Bruins. Seattle takes this one after coming up big in the shootout. The Sharks had a tall order to fill as they tried to take two on the road against the Wild. Minnesota punches their way to victory thanks to a strong offensive display. Don't go anywhere. We've got much more here on the show. All right, let's get all you poolies and all you hockey fans caught up on all the action out on the ice tonight. The Kraken played a game against the Coyotes. Seattle torches the lamp in the extra frame, and they get the 2-point win. The Canes look to run roughshod over the Panthers. Carolina proved to be a little too much to handle in this night. The Ducks were hoping to take a bite out of the Stars. Dallas tightened it up late when they needed to most, and they pick up the 2 points. Hey, we got to pay a couple of bills here, but we got a lot more action we got to get to. Stay with us. Great night to be on the couch and watching hockey. Tons of scores around the league. Let's take a look at what went down. The Hurricanes were in tough with the Sharks. San Jose pulled this one out with a strong defensive effort. The Avalanche played a game against the Canucks. Colorado technically was as good as it gets defensively in this one, and they get the win. The Stars were hoping their offense would show up in a big way against the Ducks. Dallas posts the win with a strong defensive front when it mattered most. Lots more to get to on the ice. Stay with us, everybody. Let's take a look at the scoreboard and what went down tonight on the ice. The Devils faced off with the Ducks. Anaheim treated everybody to a brilliant offensive display. No shortage of action in the National Hockey League. Let's take a look at elsewhere what went down. The Kings took to the ice to lock up with the Sabres. Los Angeles pounded their opponents into submission with a huge offensive effort. The Bees were hoping to fly high on the road against the Golden Knights. Boston triumphs in this one thanks to a complete effort at all ends of the ice. Well, busy night in the National Hockey League. Let's see what happened elsewhere on the ice. The Hurricanes were hoping to grab 2 points up against the Panthers. Florida played pad the stats night en route to the victory. The Capitals were looking to grab points on the road against the Lightning. Washington treated almost everyone to a magical offensive display. The Flyers were in a dogfight on the road against the Maple Leafs. Philadelphia parties it up in overtime with the win. We got a jam-packed show. We've got a lot more stuff we got to get to, so don't even think about going anywhere. Stay with us. Now let's take a look at some of the rest of the action tonight in the NHL. The Leafs were on the road up against the Devils. Toronto takes the win in a very close game. The Blues were in a dogfight on the road up against the Kings. St. Louis powers their way through in the extra frame to come away with the overtime win. The Coyotes took to the ice for a collision with the Blackhawks. Arizona toughs one out and pick up the win. Lots more puck talk coming your way, and we'll get to it next. All right, let's go around the horn and see what happened elsewhere around the NHL tonight. The Devils were looking to steal 2 points against the Senators. New Jersey pulls this one out late in a game that had end-to-end action all night long. The Maple Leafs were on the road to take on the Islanders. Toronto takes this one with a strong effort at both ends of the ice. The Canucks took to the road to match up with the Stars. Dallas perfect on this night in their own end, putting up the shutout win. Was there any volatility in the standings across the NHL tonight? Well, let's take a look at some of the final scores to find out. The Devils battled it out against the Rangers. New Jersey tore it up, and did they ever in the extra frame, winning in overtime. Well, with this one in the books, let's get you caught up on some of the other final results in the NHL tonight. The Cats had an on-ice collision with the Penguins. Pittsburgh puts in a full 60-minute effort to pull this one out. The Yotes had their hands full with the Hurricanes. Arizona took this one in overtime thanks to a beautiful game winner. A very special guest drops by on the show, and we'll do that next. Let's check in on some of the final scores across the league tonight. The Devils were on the road to take on the Senators. Ottawa posts an impressive win in a tightly contested affair. The Canucks were hoping to play spoiler against the Flyers. Philadelphia turns it up to another level in this one, and they pick up the win. The Kraken paired up with the Blue Jackets. Seattle powers through in a tight one. Don't even think about touching that dial or touching that button. We've got plenty more on the ice, and that's next. Well, let's take a look at how the standings were impacted with some of the final scores around the league tonight. The Isles were hoping to come up with 2 points on the road against the Devils. The New York Islanders took it to the net in this one, and they pick up the win. The Kraken played on the road against the Kings. Seattle plastered the opposition with goals, and even more goals. The Blue Jackets took to the ice to battle the Panthers. Florida, too much to handle in the extra frame, and they win it in overtime. Lots more still to come, including the story in MMA, the hardwood, and more. Stay with us. And coming into this one, can he hit 50? That's what we're wondering. Right there on the cut line, can they hit that 50 goal mark? That would be a fun storyline to track as we inch closer and closer to puck drop. Ray Ferraro will join me up in the broadcast booth in just a few minutes. We'll get his thoughts as we get ready. Let's take a look at the rest of the action on the ice tonight in the National Hockey League. The Sharks were looking to steal 2 against the Golden Knights. Vegas puts up a strong defensive front when it mattered most, and they get the win. The Flyers were hoping. Here in the late goings of the period, it's all tied up. They take possession as he locks them up off the faceoff.
One minute left in the third period.
The Devils will play it from the defensive zone. Takes it across the blue line. He's got a step. Massive save on the breakaway.
Well, he stayed with the shooter there. That's an outstanding pressure-filled save.
Stuffs him again.
James efficiently gets that puck into the corner. He doesn't have to worry about the rebound now.
Gets the full use of his stick on the poke check. Takes the pass. On-man rush. All alone. They score!
This guy's a born leader. I mean, everything he does on the ice, he drags his team along with him. What an outstanding play to get on the board, and the bench is pumped.
Official signals for the players to get into position, and we're about ready to drop the puck. New Jersey's won the draw, and they take possession here in the open ice. Final buzzer sounds, and this one's in the books. The Devils pick up a All right, lots of wild happenings on the ice tonight. Let's take a look at some of the scores of what went down. The Devils took to the road to match up with the Rangers. New Jersey powers their way to victory in this one. All right, that wasn't the only action on the ice. Let's go elsewhere around the National Hockey League. The Caps went toe-to-toe on the road against the Predators. Nashville treated everyone to a magical offensive display, and they come away with the win. The Kraken paired up with the Stars. Seattle played one of their strongest defensive games of the year, and they get the win. The story on the ice continues in a moment. Hey, no shortage of action and drama on the ice tonight. Let's take a look at what happened elsewhere. The Rangers faced off against the Islanders. The New York Rangers tightened it up about as good as they can with a shutout win. And congratulations again, 50 goals in the season. You know, to this day, and it's always been revered as that magical mark. Ever since Rocket Richard hit it, how many years ago? And here we are even now after all these years, even in a different century, we still look to 50 as being a magical number in the National Hockey League. So congratulations on hitting 50. That's one time when you turn 50 that it's okay, right? All right, still to come here on the show. Okay, everybody, let's take a quick look at some of the final scores around the league tonight. The Devils took on the Capitals. Washington pile drove their competition with a big-time win. The Blue Jackets had a tall order to fill as they tried to take 2 on the road against the Flyers. Columbus tightens it up when they needed to most late, and they get the win. The Golden Knights look to run roughshod over the Blues. Vegas played a sound defensive game and pick up the regulation win. We'll check the inbox, we'll check the text line, and hear what you have to say next. Busy night of action on the ice. Let's take a look at some of the finals that are in from tonight. The Pens were hoping to take a bite out of the Avalanche. Colorado tore it up offensively on a night it seemed like everybody was scoring. We are as cool as ice, and we are bringing you many more stories from the NHL. We're doing it next. All right, at this time, let's get you caught up on all the action on the ice tonight. The Devils were in tough with the Hurricanes. New Jersey powers their way through late to come away with the win. With this one in the books, there's a few other final scores we'll get you caught up on at this time. The Islanders were hoping their offense would show up in a big way against the Blue Jackets. The New York Islanders triumphed easily in this one. The Blues faced off with the Stars. St. Louis posts the win in a tightly contested affair. We got to take a quick break, everybody, but we've got a lot more to get to. Late goings of this period, the Leafs have taken a 1-0 lead. Toronto's won the draw. Moves it to Calder. New Jersey's got control of it now from their own end. Quick pass across to Lynn. Directed over to Ovechkin. Skates to the crease. Scores! Surprise, surprise!
And one of the more popular guys on this team, whenever he scores, it gives the bench an extra juice. They love it when he gets on the board.
He's known to give his team a lift every time he scores. He gets one on the board here with his born leader zone ability, and just look how stoked his teammates are, guys.
With possession along the wall. Comes up with the stop.
It's almost like his bench is stunned that he didn't score here. Everybody expected him to be able to put this away, but the goalie won the day.
Toronto's in transition. Puck dumped in. The Devils have it against the wall. Pokes it away to stay on the attack. New Jersey's got it along the wall. Here they are on the attack. Quick shot! He scores!
Pretty obvious, James. You play from in front, you've got the advantage of the game. That goal gives them the lead.
Guys, this is a teammate you want to rally around. Every time he's on the ice, it takes his team to a higher level. With his born leader zone ability, he puts one on the board, and everybody is stoked for him.
Ovechkin's hungry for that third one. He's got two. He took that quick little pass. Now he's a dangerous player.
17 minutes, 44 seconds.
A critical draw here. New Jersey's won the draw. From point-blank range. Tremendous read and even greater sacrifice on the block. Broken up with the stick in the defensive end. The Devils gain possession in their own end. Chance in front. Great save from in tight. Moves it over to Stolars. Puck picked up by Ovechkin. Breakaway. New Jersey's got a hold of the puck now. Misses the net.
You're going to go back and kick yourself for that one because he wants that on the net. He doesn't miss it by much.
There's the whistle as things will slow down here for a moment.
Always a good play. If you're not sure what's going on, freeze the puck.
In the final moments of this period, New Jersey's got the momentum with a one-goal lead. They'd love to add to that. Final horn sounds, bringing this one to a close. Toronto's well, some fun, some drama, a little bit of everything on the ice tonight. Let's take a look at some of those scores around the league. The Maple Leafs took to the ice to lock up with the Devils. New Jersey poked out a victory in a tight one. Hey, this wasn't the only stop in the National Hockey League tonight. Elsewhere around the league, the Canes were hoping to fly high on the road against the Flyers. Carolina toughed this one out and get the 2 points in the win. The Kings were hoping to grab 2 points up against the Jets. Winnipeg partied it up with an offensive display en route to the win. We got to take a quick break, but we got a lot more coming your way next. All right, at this time, everyone, we'll catch you up on what went down in all the action in the league tonight. The Leafs were looking to grab points on the road against the Devils. New Jersey toughed this one out, and they get the win. Let's take a look at the rest of the schedule in the NHL. The Hurricanes were in a dogfight on the road against the Flyers. Carolina proves to be a little too much on this night and they pick up the 2 points. The Kings were on the road up against the Jets. Winnipeg tore it up on this night, and they pick up the 2 points. We got to take a quick pause for the cause, but we got a lot more coming up on the other side. Stay with us. Just here in the late stages of this frame, Philadelphia's clinging to this 4-3 lead. Nearing the final 60 seconds in this one. And he takes a shot. Pad save. He's on it tonight. Ref blows the whistle as the puck's covered up. A lot on the line here in this offensive zone faceoff. The Devils win it. Here's a blast. And we'll get a reset after the puck goes up and out of play.
Ovechkin's got that zone ability that could help him generate some chances, guys. With the team trailing here, let's look to him to try to make a difference for them.
Sutter's won it off the faceoff. Nice pass. Great reach with the poke check. Quick feed to Byers. Philadelphia's got it in their own zone. New Jersey's got possession of the puck. Up along the wall on the right side and into the attacking area. And there's the save. They've got to find a way to get some offense here, and they've got the extra attacker route with the goaltender at the bench. A shot at the empty net. He scores!
This is a different level here. You get into your first playoffs, and you're able to get on the board.
Philadelphia's added to their lead with the empty netter, and Ray, that's pretty much all she wrote, I would say.
Well, you grind away to get the lead through this much of the game, and they pull the goalie, they're going to pressure you. You put it away with an easy one into the empty net.
New Jersey's emptied the net. The extra attacker's now out on the ice. Grabbed along the boards by Ovechkin. And gets a piece of it with the trapper. A great team effort, and they're moving on as a result. Can't finish. Oh, and he puts it in. No, they're waving it off immediately here.
Yeah, they didn't take very much time. The official had his arms out in a hurry.
Officials getting ready to drop the puck to get play back underway.